How you doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. With the increased incidence of coronavirus in Nigeria, I mean, like, seriously, the fear of corona is the beginning of wisdom. A lot of people are now suffering from chloroquine poisoning. You don't need to do that. You can boost your immunity naturally by eating the right kinds of food at this particular period. So I'm going to be sharing my immune boosting pasta stir fry recipe with us. Basically, you're going to be using a combination of the right type of spices and vegetables so that you can boost your immunity naturally from inward outward. So basically, I have here ginger, green pepper, spring onions, goat meat, pepper, carrots, tomatoes, and basically I have amazing things here. And I'll be using oil, onions, and then some of the spices I'll be using. I have garlic, and I have curry, and I have turmeric. Those are amazing spices you want to incorporate into your diet. I like fresh ginger, and that's why I have fresh ginger here, but garlic is just too small to grate. It's a lot of work, so I used garlic powder. If you can use fresh garlic, all well and good. Right now I'm just adding 4 tablespoons of oil into my pot, and then I'm adding just a little bit into the water that I will allow to boil before adding my pasta. You don't want to have a soggy pasta, so you want to make sure that your water is boiled before adding it. Now I'm adding onions. I'm looking this way because I actually wanted to measure and weigh so that, you know, it can be helpful for those trying to lose weight, and we can know the exact amount of calories and macronutrients in the food we are eating. But apparently, after filming everything, I realized that my scale was not in focus, so just ignore all those parts. So I'm adding the onions. After the onions, I'm adding the ginger now, and then, you know, I'll add the garlic, and then I'll add thyme and curry. It's important that you're adding your spices very early because, you know, you want this season to really get into the meals. Because I'm going to be adding some add spices, like, for example, rosemary. Rosemary can be pretty hard, so you want to make sure that you add it early so that it can get soft. So that is curry. I've added garlic. I've added curry. So this is rosemary. Rosemary is the very green and, you know, add stuff. So now I'm adding other spices, but that is crayfish, 1 tablespoon of crayfish, and that is turmeric. Turmeric is very good. It boosts your immunity. It is very powerful anti-inflammatory, and that is Cameroon pepper. And finally, I'm adding pepper soup spice, because the spice used to make pepper soup contain, you know, so many amazing things that help to boost immunity. And then I added 1 tablespoon of oil of salt, not heaped. Now I'm just adding, you know, the spring onions, and then stir because it's a stir fry. So we'll stir. So the water is boiled, and I'm adding this pasta. The pasta I use just about 150 gram. I don't really like breaking it, but I broke it because I thought I was going to be able to measure and show you guys. But anyways, now I'm adding pepper into the mix, the scotch bonnet pepper and the tomatoes, and then we'll stir. So right now I'm adding carrots into the mix. Carrot is very good, contains so many amazing vitamins that is good for you. So, and now I just added the goat meat, because goat meat is very important. But to give it a pop of color, I added, you know, pepper mix, tomatoes, scotch bonnet, and then the bawa, what's it called? So I added that to give it a pop of color. So the pasta, to my own taste, is okay now, because I don't really like very soft pasta. I don't like soft pasta. I like it when my pasta, you know, is very, you know, crunchy, especially if I will have to reheat the meal. I would not like to have it soggy. So for me, this is good enough. And then we are going to add it into the mix. The vegetable stir fry, you can actually eat it like that without having to add pasta. It's good enough. And a lot of my weight loss recipes contain stir fry, so you can actually eat it like that without having to add pasta. If you have stock meat, you can add it just before we added the pasta. I added a little bit of water because I'm using a non-stick pot and I didn't want it to get burnt. So, but if you have stock, you can add it, and then you stir everything together. voila, your pasta is done. Just leave it on fire for just 5 minutes. And see how it came out. Very, very amazing, very nice. See how rich it is, rich in vitamins, minerals, all the amazing things we need right now to boost our immunity. You don't want to be eating carbs alone. You don't want to be eating carbs with very, very minimal or protein. You want to make sure that you're getting in your vitamins and minerals. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Until same time next week, stay fit and healthy. Bye for now. I just garnish with avocado and cucumber to make it full.